Hello everybody and welcome back to Rated E for Entertainment. Today's video is going to be on the CW Arrowverse crossover that happened this week. We had Supergirl and Arrow on Monday, and then we had Flash and Legends on Tuesday. It was both 2 hours long each one, and it was amazing. I loved it so much. So much better than last year's crossover where we had Supergirl, not much of a crossover, then we just had the 3 episodes after that. But just, it wasn't like last year at all. It was bigger instantly. It was a crossover. We had everybody in Supergirl, everybody in Arrow, everybody in Flash, and everybody in Legends. So it was super cool to see that, especially from not having it as much last year. But at the beginning of Supergirl, we have everybody getting ready for Barry and Iris's wedding. It's the week of the wedding. And eventually, we get to it, and we get a cool Easter egg with Barry's and Iris's daughter, who is a speedster, who has gone back in time, and she's the waitress at their wedding, talking to Barry. So that was a cool, fun little Easter egg. And it was really cool to see that. And then eventually, Nazis from Earth X crashed their wedding, and the fight ensuing was super cool. So much good action scenes in that, especially with Wally when he grabs all the bullets and does a little side thing and throws them back. That was super cool. We have Supergirl fighting this Nazi Supergirl. We have Arrow fighting a Nazi Arrow. And eventually it is revealed that they are Oliver and Kara's doppelgangers, along with they have Eobard from Earth 1. It was really awesome to see him back, and he is the Harrison Wells one. And he said that he put on this face because it reminded Barry of what happened. So that was super cool seeing him play. Not Professor, my bad. Seeing him play Reverse Flash was super cool, especially throughout this whole series. It was awesome. Throughout this crossover, we get so many good character moments, but they don't take away from what happens. They don't take away from the action scenes. There were certain ones that did, but other than that, I felt like they mixed the character moments with the action so well. I felt like that was one of the main things that was done really well. Eventually, the main group who we have from the wedding and everything gets captured and brought over to Earth X. And then we have some of our group at Star Labs, and they eventually get stuck there. Because eventually Nazi Oliver goes over there and captures them. Eventually they are about to get, our main group on Earth X are about to get executed, but they get saved by Snart from Earth X. It was awesome to see Captain Cold in this, and he was a good guy. It was just awesome to see him back, especially Wentworth Miller playing him. It's just so good. And eventually they escape from Earth X, get back to Earth 1, but in doing so, it ensues this awesome action scene where Barry and I forget his name, but I think he's supposed to be Booster Gold, are fighting Red Tornado, because Red Tornado is going to be, supposed to blow up the building. And that was awesome. CGI was done really well there too. And the main group are fighting inside the building, trying to get the portal open to get to Earth 1. And in doing so, Professor Stein gets shot in the back. Now, throughout the episode, I did not expect, I thought that he was just going to survive. I thought that he was shot, but he was going to survive, especially when, eventually he pulls the lever so they can get back into the portal and stuff. And then they firestorm up so he can save him. They go through the portal, and eventually Stein tells, Jefferson that he can't, he's his anchor, he can't do this anymore, he can't have him be his life support, he's going to die. He takes the serum to separate them from Firestorm, and eventually dies, which just was done in the most amazing way possible. The acting from Jefferson and Stein was just so well done. And then when he goes to tell Clarissa, Stein's wife, just so emotional. I teared up. It was so well done. But we lost Stein, and it was just, I did not expect it, and I really hope that he comes back some way, and Firestorm comes back. Eventually, by the Legends episode, we get all the Legends in it because they were not in the previous ones. And eventually they fight off the Nazis in one of the best fights ever, with the whole team just walking out and fighting Nazis. Was so cool. Seeing Barry and Thawne fight, that was an amazing fight. Just seeing how the teams work together was just so well in this crossover. And eventually they defeat them all, and eventually Barry and Iris get married by Diggle, and Oliver and Felicity are getting married at the same time. It was a nice little ending to a great crossover. I love this crossover. It was probably my favorite one so far. Just so cool and so excited. Just to get 2 hours each night was so cool. And the ending just wrapped it all nicely. Next week we have all of the mid-season finales for the Arrowverse series. I will be doing a Flash video. But other than that, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. It helps out a lot. And share the video. You can follow me on Instagram at rated_E_4entertainment. And on Twitter at rated_E1. And I'll see you guys in the next one.